It's 11 o'clock and time for Ask Pastor Deb with Pastor Deborah Watlington House here on WOSDRadio.com. Let her story about recovery inspire you. And of course, you're welcome to ask questions from this woman of God. And now it's time to Ask Pastor Deb.
Good morning and welcome to Ask Pastor Deb. I am Pastor Deborah Watlington House, your host for the hour. I've been a pastor for 20 years, spreading the gospel in an unique and radical way. I am a peer recovery coach specialist and the worship coordinator at Free Worship Center. This show allows you to ask questions about different topics, and I provide answers using a variety of resources and techniques. I invite you to sit back and enjoy the show. Today's topic is domestic violence and healing through massage. I'd like to send a big shout out to all my podcast partners and to Al Greer, the owner of WOSD Radio and AG Entertainment, for all your love and support you give me on my recovery journey. Also, I want to thank and introduce two of my sponsors this month, who you will hear about via their commercials on WOSDRadio.com, your home for old school and dusties. I'm so excited about them sponsoring my show. And also, if any of you would like to become sponsors of my show, all you have to do is let me know, and we can work that out for you. And so the first sponsor is Ebony of Ebby Cakes, and you will hear her commercial during the break. And my second sponsor is Renee Marshall, and she is a massage therapist, and her commercial will also be featured during our break and at other times this month on WOSD Radio. So please stay tuned. Tune in often to the radio station, and you will hear their awesome commercials. If you like sweets and cakes and all things sweet, then Ebby Cakes is the baker for you. And if you just need a deep massage, I tell you, I get a lot. And so I need a deep massage, then Renee Marshall is the person that you need to contact. And so with that, let's talk about healing through massage for domestic violence victims or survivors. Because even though you are a survivor of domestic violence, you still can benefit from massage. Let me tell you something. Getting a massage isn't just about pampering yourself, though it is a lovely side benefit. According to the American Massage Therapy, 50% of people who utilize massage therapy do so to help medical conditions such as soreness, stiffness, stress relief, injury recovery, or headache control. Massage therapy helps the physical body by reducing pain and tension in the soft tissue and muscular systems, and helps the mind and spirit by reducing stress, tension, and helping people activate their nervous system. And so parasympathetic nervous system, says Christian Coverly, and she's a LMT, a massage therapist in a private practice in Boulder, Colorado, and the manager of professional education of associated body work and massage professionals. Domestic violence survivors may find massage therapy can bring relief to symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder and chronic pain and just plain old stress. This morning, we're going to talk about domestic violence and massage therapy because this is Domestic Violence Month. Awareness Month. And of course, we share October with Breast Cancer Month. And so we honor the pink and the purple. And next week, our show will be honoring or bringing awareness to breast cancer. Both of these situations, or both of these issues, or both of these diseases, and I consider domestic violence full of disease, because your mind is diseased by, if you're a victim of any type of violence, it's your mind can become diseased by it. And disease to me just means diseased. Okay, so that's just, I'm not trying to be medically correct or anything. I'm talking on emotion and feelings today. We're honoring domestic violence the whole month of October because it is also dear to me. I'm a 42-year domestic violence survivor, and I say it with pride, but I don't sugarcoat how I feel about domestic violence, because I'm truly an advocate for it. I lived through it. I survived. I was resilient. And now I continue to help other women and men become victors and no longer bow down to being victims of domestic violence. I tell you, it is a very difficult time for me right now during the month of October, because not only am I doing everything I can to help other women during this time and really throughout the year, but this time I really do allow or give my brothers and my sisters more attention around this month, because there's so many resources, there's so many things that go on, so much advocacy, I should say, that goes on in the month of October. And so let me just read something from the National Domestic Violence Calendar.com. That's where it's coming from, nationaldaycalendar.com. And so, National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. National Domestic Violence Awareness Month is an annual designated observed in October. For many, home is a place of love, warmth, and comfort. It's somewhere that you will be surrounded by care and support, and a nice little break from the busyness of the real world. But for millions of others, home is anything but a sanctuary. The United States Department of Justice estimates that 1.3 million women and 835,000 men are victims of physical violence by a partner every year. Every 9 seconds, a woman in the U.S. is beaten or assaulted by a current or ex-significant other. 1 in 4 men are victims of some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. Here's another shocking statistic. The number of U.S. troops killed in Afghanistan and Iraq between 2001 and 2012 is 6,488. The number of women who were murdered by current or ex-male partners during the same time frame is 11,766, according to the Huffington Post. That's almost double the number of people who were killed fighting in the war. People who are in an abusive relationship will stay with their partner for a number of reasons. Their self-esteem is totally destroyed, and they are made to feel they will never be able to find another person to be with. The cycle of abuse, meaning the honeymoon phase that follows physical and mental abuse, makes them believe their partner really is sorry and does love them. It's dangerous to leave, Women are 70 times more likely to be killed in the weeks after leaving their abusive partner than at any other time in the relationship, according to the Domestic Violence Intervention Program. Statistics suggest that almost 5% of male homicide victims each year are killed by an intimate partner. They feel personally responsible for their partner or their own behavior. They are made to feel like everything that goes wrong is their fault. They share a life. Marriages, children, homes, pets, and finances are a big reason victims of abuse feel they can't leave. How to observe. It says to use the hashtag domestic violence awareness to post on social media. Sometimes people don't know if they are really in an abusive relationship because they're used to their partners calling them crazy or making them feel like all the problems are their own fault. Now, here are a few ways to know if you are in an abusive relationship that you need to get out of. Number 1, your partner has hit you, beat you, or strangled you in the past. Number 2, your partner is possessive. They check up on you constantly, wondering where you are. They get mad at you for hanging out with certain people if you don't do what they say. Number 3, your partner is jealous. A small amount of jealousy is normal and healthy. However, if they accuse you of being unfaithful or isolate you from family or friends, that means the jealousy has gone too far. Number 4, your partner puts you down. They attack your intelligence, looks, mental health, or capabilities. They blame you for all of their violent outbursts and tell you nobody else will want you if you leave. Number 5, your partner threatens you or your family. Number 6, your partner physically and sexually abuses you. If they ever push, shove, or hit you, or make you have sex with them when you don't want to, they are abusing you, even if it doesn't happen all the time. Now let's talk about a little history of this day. Domestic Violence Awareness Month evolved from the Day of Unity held in October 1981 and conceived by the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. The Day of Unity soon evolved into a week, and in October of 1987, the first National Domestic Violence Awareness Month was observed. In 1989, Congress passed Public Law 101 through 112, officially designating October of that year as National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Such legislation has been passed each year since. As this month will come to an end, the important discussion it brings to the forefront about domestic violence, horrific repercussions should not. If you are experiencing domestic violence abuse, please call 911 for help immediately. Also, the National Domestic Hotline is 1-800-828-8255.